Saturday's stage was the very last special of the Dakar. Goodbye to the mythical Rose Lake, hello Rosario, town in the province of Santa Fe, and as it so happens, the native town of Ernesto Guevara. On the menu today there were some 227 kilometres stretching from Cordoba to Buenos Aires. In the car category, the only way Genial de Villiers could be deprived of winning his first Dakar this Saturday would have been due to a mechanical problem. But he was still put to the test by BMW's Gerland Chichery. He was in the mood for showing off what his X3cc could do and took the lead at the first checkpoint, followed closely by the South African, who despite having victory within his grasp, still fought tooth and nail. Over the following checkpoints, it was Leonid Novitsky who was to challenge de Villiers, and the route certainly wasn't straightforward, but the leader of the overall standings held his ground with ease. He finished first, clinching his 4th stage victory in this year's Dakar and his 12th overall. The Springbok has plenty to be proud of. He's secured his first Dakar title and has given Volkswagen their first win in the event. Second place Mark Miller also did the team proud, followed by Homer's Robbie Gordon, who finished in 3rd place. Yesterday's stage winner Nani Roma only managed 10th place, finishing 17 hours and 30 minutes off the leader.
Gerland Chichery was an entertainer of this final stage in the Dakar. For this last special, the Frenchman intended to accelerate and leave a trace. He also wanted to leave behind him the difficulties of the early stages. The BMW pilot started strong this Saturday. Sharp and quick, he logically arrived first at the first checkpoint, almost a victory in itself. Chichery was able to put BMW on the scene as he was a real rival for Genial de Villiers. The South African was 1 second late from the French. But the second part of the special was less successful for Chichery, who finished 6th of the stage. He will probably regret the problems he's had in the first stages. Finally, after 14 days of race with ups and downs, the pilot finishes in the top 10 and 9th position at almost 15 hours from the winner Genial de Villiers. Reaching the top 10 of the most important rally raid in the world is a true satisfaction, especially when finishing before Mitsubishi's Nani Roma, for instance. But the BMW pilot is still a bit disappointed, even if arriving in Buenos Aires despite all the setbacks is a consolation. Gerland, how did it go today? Well, like it started, not very well. We've had a lot of problems with the engine. The car was on alarm all stage long. It was fine until the first checkpoint, but then the car signal was on, so we thought, we're just gonna drive like that, keeping it low. But well, we're here. We've had problems, but we're here in the end. What is your feeling about this Dakar? It was hard, very hard, really hard. The route was not simple. We've had hard times, we've fought and well, in the end, we've reached the finish line. I'm glad to be where I am, considering the problems we've had. Although BMW pilot Leonid Novitsky can be happy with his performance, the Russian was relaxed at the start in Cordoba, sure to be in the top 10 as well. He was regular and serious all day long, just like all the other days. 5th of the last 2 stages, Novitsky made even better this Saturday as he finished 2nd, just 2 seconds from the winner Genial de Villiers. A convincing Dakar for the Russian, who finishes 8th of the overall standings at 13 hours and 15 minutes from the South African. And to finish, a word of Ronnie Kopers of the Netherlands. 14th of stage 13, the Dutch put the pressure on Saturday. He arrived in 7th position in Buenos Aires at only 9 minutes from the leader for 18th position at the final standings. An encouraging Dakar for BMW with 2 pilots in the top 10, promising for the next race.